Okay, we're here in an operatory now here, and Harry has joined us. Harry is a clinical supervisor here and works with Dr. Max very closely, and they're going to give us now an overview of what goes on in an operatory and how the software impacts upon that.
Here we have a patient chart where we can see all the x-rays for them. And before, in the old times, we had to use a little screen with a light, and the doctor had to look at the light, take a look at the picture. Here we just double-click the x-ray. Here it comes up, and the dentist can take a closer view of what he wants to see. For example, a cavity here, or the anatomy of the tooth in a bigger size. We're talking about maybe 10,000% the size of the regular x-ray film. And it just took 2 seconds to do it.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of features that, from a clinical standpoint, as you can see here. Harry, go to the main screen where we have the chart. Notice here all the different colors. All those colors means different things, whether it be the red ones means the cavities, things that we have to do. The blue ones are the ones that we've completed the treatment. So color coding and being able to have a visual piece, it makes it easier for us to communicate, as well as for the front desk too, when we have to communicate with the patient needs. The other thing that's nice about this is that because we don't have paper, we're able to get quick information, such as the little red cross there. All these different symbols mean things. Oh, for instance, a red cross. These are medical alerts, things that we don't have to like truffle through like a regular file to get to. It gives easy access. Like this particular patient, there's pregnancy issues. It's let's see, heart murmur, other asthma, things of that nature. Things that we need to know. And so these are nice features about this particular software that really helps us. The other piece of this is that we have, instead of a regular x-ray, like Harry was talking about, we have this digital piece. In order to get to this spot here, we had to take the x-ray. We used the camera x-ray head that we have here behind Mr. Max. Can you just pan over there for a second there? That's the x-ray unit, a typical x-ray unit. The only difference between that technology and what we have here is that it's a very similar film that we use to take the picture of the teeth. In order to get to this part here, it has to be scanned into the computer. So we can just kind of walk over to the other room and we'll show you exactly that process of when it gets scanned in when we leave this particular location. And it shows you how it's integrated. All the computers in the office are all integrated. So it's all part of the software. It's nice to have this integration where no matter where I am within this practice, I can be here and one of the other clinicians on the other side has a question for me. I can bring up another patient's information right on the screen while we're waiting for anesthesia, for instance. Rather than me walking all the way over to the other side, another clinician can ask me a question. I can pull up another chart instantaneously. Can you do that, Harry, just for a second? Just go to another patient real quick. We were just in Mrs. Jones' chart, and now we're in Mr. Tom Ford's chart here. He's he's a young man here, and we're able to pull up his information, and I can evaluate whatever the question is very quickly, and then get back to the other chart.
Dr. Max, also too, how about the patient? If you wanted to show the patient something about their treatment or about their diagnosis, whatever, can you share that information with them from this screen?
Great question. Actually, what we do is we have two screens. We have one here and we have one above. We use this for just what Mr. Maxwell was saying, is that sharing information rather than patients sitting here and then trying to turn around and look at that monitor. We have another monitor that they can be just sitting there and just look up, and here we are. We can just actually move a piece of the software. It's integrated, so we can just kind of slide it over, and then we can just have it viewed there, and we can point out using our cursor or the mouse to point out different areas that we want to bring attention to and to educate them about their health condition. So it's pretty neat software. So if we don't use it for that part there, we use it for just entertainment. So we use it for DVDs, playing.
SpongeBob. I think I remember SpongeBob being on there one time when I was in there. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a nice feature. Nice feature to have.
Okay.
So we'd like to go over to see how
Yeah.
the actual integration works with the
Let's head over to that area now. Thanks.